apologize for the technical issues on PlayStation Network. Keeps causing us problems today with the stream. Not sure what's causing it, but it's persisting, and we are losing the signal. Hope you guys can see me and hear me. But I did have sort of 2 outages this morning, which is unfortunate. There's nothing I can do about it. I can only apologize. I had to restart my broadcast because the outages were popping up on PlayStation Network saying that the network's not good enough for the broadcast to carry on. You could see almost all perks are now enabled, but the last one here. In fact, what I'll do is I'll do extra motor flight because I want to make sure that that is all in order. And there we are. Life support. Kills with his weapon while critically wounded have a chance to start regenerating health. Okay, so we've got all the perks enabled. I've enabled life support, hand-laid stock, which gives increased stability, and we have Malleus Maleficarum. This weapon will also deal extra damage against the hive wizards. So if you have wizards there, useful that weapon is. Focused fire is enabled and sure shot. Okay. Let's see whether this one needs also enhancement. Increase in strength and discipline, energy projection. We'll do this energy projection. Still not there. Okay. Be very useful because the energy projection will give us some extra strength on grenade throws. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the inventory. Ten of those we've got.
Well, back to the fight.
And that's it. So with this particular perk, as you could see, we are going to get some increases on our grenade throw distance. So this is good. Okay. Let's go back to Cade. Cade is the person to speak to. Well, I didn't have a look at those bounties. Super kills. A bit strange. Thought I did have some kills with my arc weapon.
It is never truly over.
Step up, Slayer of Oryx.
There he is.
Just remember, Guardian, the Vanguard's behind you. Always.
So this quest has been completed. We are getting the reward, but guess what? The rewards are not very interesting. 1,000 yards there. Mind you, could do with that one, but I think I've got that one already. Yeah, and it's obviously stronger than that one.
Maybe now we can go a few days without any of Oryx's kids attacking our scouts. And that's thanks to you.
In fact, this sidearm could be infused as well. Let's see. Panterai. Alright, keep it on just for a moment. So it looks like...
next time you anger some hideous cosmic monster, see if you can make it a smaller one.
Taken faces on every front. Today's priority? Reports of Oryx spawn emerging from beneath Freehold.
Seek out the source of the Taken Blight on Mars. Complete mission. Tenbrus Tunnels. Taken faces on every front. Today's priority. Reports of Oryx spawn boiling up from beneath the old Mars colony. The city needs a guardian. The Taken must not hold the red planet. We'll accept the quest.
They have already taken Phobos. They cannot take Mars. Carry the light out there, Guardian.
Okay, so
Guardian,
we've got that.
it's the latest.
Off to Mars.
Happy to be back, Warlock.
Welcome back, Guardian.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll be back after another hard battle. Fear God, honor the king. We need to look at the mission. Tenbrus Tunnels. So that's the one. And then we have some other. Forging the blade. Tenbrus Tunnels. Repose the court. Yeah. Right, so these are the things we can still do. And off we go in the orbit. And then we'll carry on. Next destination is, as you've seen, Mars. Tenbrus Tunnels is the mission there. And we'll just stand by and then carry on and proceed to our destination.
The success of Vanguard stems from training, from gear, and most of all, from experience. Your mission to Phobos was what started this war. I can think of no one better suited to lead this assault. The tunnel system beneath the old city of Freehold is extensive. Much of it is uncharted, but thankfully, much of it is also collapsed. This should be a standard sweep and clear. Good luck.
there we are. We'll carry on with our latest mission, which is on Mars. We'll try our new weapon as well. It's been sorted with new perks. Let's see what there is to follow.
We might want to check this out.
We do want to check this out, yes.
Gotta stop him.
Where's he gone? I missed him.
Well, if we get another shot,
Oh, it's
we'll
so
be
badly glitched. He just keeps disappearing. Ridiculous. Didn't do a thing in that. Fierce action for sure. Margot Loop is a lot better. A lot better. No. It's the wrong way. Collecting lots of armor materials. Damon's here. Hello Damon, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching the channel, and thank you for being a member of our community. All good over here. We are having some exciting gameplay here on Destiny 1. All looking very good. Lots of fiery action for everyone. There's some story missions at the moment.
This rail system was endless. It connected colonies, dig sites. I'm even detecting a line that runs all the way up to the cradle at the North Pole.
Down there.
Strands of darkness. Vex circuitry.
The Black Garden? We had no idea this entrance existed. Guardian, there are Vex among the Taken. They may know how to reform the heart.
The scientists are actually getting completely a bit slow today. Don't know why.
An echo of Oryx. That explains where the Taken are coming from.
Killed that Echo Forest several times already. Ah, he's hiding. Back to the Black Garden, and this Echo of Oryx is causing us some serious hiccups.
When we destroyed the heart, we locked the garden to the surface of Mars. All the Taken had to do was walk through the front door.
the other weapon at the moment. He pushed me into the abyss. He pushed me into the abyss. Look at that. And I was gone. Wow. Bit unfair. Doing really well in
when we destroyed the heart, we locked the garden to the surface of Mars. All the Taken had to do was walk through the front door.
Again, I couldn't get away from him. Look. Sniper got me. Oh well. I'll put my sleep on trying to eliminate the boss right at the beginning.
When we destroyed the heart, we locked the garden to the surface of Mars. All the Taken had to do was walk through the front door.
Let's see him in that.
An echo of orcs loose in the Black Garden? The thought chills my
There
very
you go.
soul.
Now, so you could see,
They may have
eliminating
escaped,
the boss
but your
was
assault
very
was a
important.
categoric success. We'll have teams mop up the remaining Taken and we can begin tracking that echo.
This big boss is obviously the key in here, because if you eliminate him, he can't be respawning all the other Taken, and then obviously you win it. And I tried it before by eliminating all the Taken, and I got killed, and in this instance I used one of those boss killers, and that is my sleeper simulant. It worked beautifully. The boss was eliminated right at the beginning, and the mission was polished off rather quickly right at the end. But the actual ending is very difficult because you get lots of enemies, lots of Taken respawning, and if you are, not fast in destroying the boss right at the beginning, you are getting then all the other Taken chasing you everywhere. So we need to go back to base, speak to Zavala. He's at the tower, and we'll see if he provides us with another mission. So let's see, very quickly, go back to the tower. There we go, stand by and then proceed. We are proceeding to our destination. Master the Hall first.
These engrams are older than your order. Nothing is impenetrable. Hopefully this is
Rakuzumi
close.
I've got. Maybe the Rakuzumi is more powerful. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I do have that one. This one. Red coin. Really good helmet for my warlock.
I hope we helped you, Guardian.
Certainly, sir. Fear God, honor the king. Let me see what the status of those bounties is. Got some super kills. Okay, just bear with me, making myself some hot, making myself a hot drink. I'll be back in a second.
Lives.
Yeah, he's good. The traveller picked his in.
Retrieval mission. Restore the crater Vesta. Closed.
Yeah, well, screw it. Huh. Things going places. Yeah, well, good for her.
There we are. Back to the tower. We need to speak to Zavala to see what lies ahead.
If you ever get tired of being shot at, the Order needs leaders, right here.
The Echo will be difficult to track, but we cannot afford to let a champion of Oryx walk free.
We have some idea of where to start. It will be good to work with you, Guardian.
We have some idea of where to start. It will be good to work with you, Guardian.
Defeat taken lieutenants. Okay, we need... Barrens, Scablands, Hollows, Buried City, Valley of Kings, and the Rubicon Waste of Mars. My goodness, plenty to do. Right, well, off we go then.
Carry the money.
Tell me about the
Lieutenants need to be eliminated. We need to go to Mars and then engage with those battles. 6 different lieutenants. A lot to do here. There we are. Back to orbit and then back to Mars. All right. This again. Yeah, that is correct. Those patrols are easy, but the lieutenant missions are definitely not.
Ready to get sand in your boots, Guardian?
Here we are. The Barrens, okay. So I think the areas are, well, basically they need to be springing up in all areas. Yeah. So we'll start here, Barrens. But let's see, I'll put back my Imago loop. That's correct. All done. Yeah, already there. Taken Zealot arrives to claim you. Where's he? Do not see him. Maybe I can collect my bounties in here, so I'll put that fusion rifle on. Where is it? Shotgun, X Astris, Extra X Astris. What's the other one? Panther Eye. X Astris. Okay. X Astris. Let it be X Astris. Why did this super fly over him? Oh, he got away! Oh, I was late. Snipe. No, don't want to snipe. Our quest here is to destroy 6 champions, so that indeed might take a little while. relic iron we got? In fact, we do need a lot of relic iron. See whether my Geist is properly enabled for that. Network tab, helium, and the other one, spin metal. To be waiting here for the champions. Queen Benefits here. How's your Destiny going so far? I'm fine, I just have allergy. I do like Destiny, but I can't beat any mission in this game. How come? First of all, I want to welcome you to our channel. Thank you very much for coming and for watching the channel, for being a member of our community. Our channel is streaming Destiny every day, so anytime you pop in, 10 to 4, any day that's BST, British Standard Time, you'll be able to join us. Queen Banfred says that that these missions are too hard. Well, tell me, which ones are very difficult for you? The story missions, or the events, or strikes? Which ones do you find really difficult? Well, Destiny is a very complex game. It looks like a first-person shooter or your, straightforward RPG, but actually it isn't, because it has so many different ins and outs on which you will kind of enhance your character, get better weapons, get more ready for battles, for story missions. Can I just ask you, which ones did you play? And are you starting from scratch, like level 1, and then going upwards? Because basically the game is very difficult when you play for the first time. And I remember when I did my Warlock initially, it did take me a little while before I reached level 40. And, it was indeed very difficult. But the reason for that is simply A, your levels, and B, the power, the power which is called light in here. Oh, Green Button says I'm on level 40. And were you able to infuse weapons and increase the quality of your kit? Like this, for instance, you go to inventory, you have your weapon, let's say Imago Loop, yeah? You go to the weapon, then you infuse the weapon to come to like 390 or, the top level, 390 plus. And then you get all the perks, because the perks are really important. Every perk will give you extra strength in a weapon. Let's say I had this Imago Loop, which is a good hand cannon, and I didn't have all the perks enabled. My weapon will be 75% weaker to what it is today, because at the moment I have Luck in the Chamber, so that gives me like an extra round. Then I have a larger magazine, then I have Last Resort, which is reloading faster, and then I have Sure Shot, which gives very, very precise aiming. And then also, any weapon you have has this bit here called infusion. So let's say you get a very good weapon, which is underpowered, like 120, 200, whatever. You can just infuse it with the other weapon. And Queen says, yeah, I was able to use the weapon. The one mission that was hard was the walls come down. Well, the fact is that in Destiny you have quite a variety. And the way they built the game, originally, in fact, I'll tell you, at the moment I'm working on an article which is called Destiny Bungie's Masterpiece. And this article is basically like the history of Destiny. All the ins and outs of the game are in it, all the trivia, all the characters, everything to do with the development. So the article is going to come out in a few days. I'm still doing the video library and some of the links. It's very lengthy and it gives you like a detailed description of everything. But just coming back to what you said, when they conceived Destiny at the beginning, which was about 2011, 2012, they wanted it to be a linear FPS RPG game, which meant you would have a straightforward story, and in order to progress forward you had to finish the story missions and then get sub-quests, so similar to Mass Effect. And then when they were nearly completing the game, like 3 years later, they took a very different direction. They said, well, this is no longer interesting. What we want to do is we want to split it into strikes, raids, story missions, events, all different types of things together. And then, depending on how you're playing the game, you're able to access certain sections which will come on a higher difficulty level. So lots of people, when they started out on Warlock, like myself at the beginning, found the open world events to be very difficult, and indeed strikes. But then as you power up, as you get the weapons to a certain level, then it gets easier. And also the other thing I have to tell you is Destiny has been designed to be played as a multiplayer. So certainly for the strikes and some of the story missions, if you are increasing the difficulty level, i.e. if you're coming to normal or hard, we'll need a 3-player input. You'll need 3 people there, and I can tell you there are certain missions in Destiny which cannot be finished by one person. They've been just designed that way. And maybe some of the hardcore veterans that played the game already for 5 years would be able to do that, but that's not the point. It's actually defying the purpose of the game, which is your multiplayer team effort. So you need to squad up with 2 guys, have a team of 3, crack on, and then complete these quests, you know. I mean, it's very difficult for me initially to do everything by myself, but I had the benefit of my Destiny veterans here on my channel. They all came in, and you know, we sort of had a fire team of 3. It was much easier then. First of all, they had very powerful weapons, and just to tell you, when you complete everything, we come to the level like myself, 3 different characters, all 40 level, 390 plus light. What they need to do is they need to be doing quests in order to get the top weapons in the game, and they're like separate quests. They're quite outside of everything else that you've done. And I'm doing my second at the moment, because the first weapon I acquired, and that's called a sleeper simulant, a boss killer, like a really powerful weapon. You have 2 hits on a boss with that weapon, like the major bosses, and they'll suffer very serious damage. On all other yellow bar enemies, one shot, 1 kill. And at the moment I'm doing a longer grind for my Dark Drinker sword, so I'm just improving the sword and trying to get to the Dark Drinker level. So lots of different steps I need to complete, and so that would be your end game after you finish. And they're offered on 3 difficulty levels, so that's 12 different matches, and they've got to be done with a team of 6. And the raids are probably the hardest in the game, because they're obviously being construed to be the hardest missions, and you can have them as low, medium and very hard. So a team effort is important, but also you can't be redoing it as you're playing the mission, which means if it goes wrong, you'll have to start from scratch, build the effort with the rest of the team, and then come to the end. So lots of different ways in which Destiny can be approached. I mean, I can only tell you, in my book, the best way of doing it is simply by doing it together with somebody else, or 3 people together, and after that you can see the results, particularly if those people are very experienced and they already completed everything. So it makes a big difference. I learned everything about Destiny from my community members. Everything. When I started out working my channel and the game, I knew nothing about Destiny, and today I know quite a lot. I'm not as good as some of the other guys here. Captain Jack is probably still here with us. Captain Jack is one of the Destiny veterans, so if you have any other questions, you can just direct them at Captain Jack, and he will be able to provide you with an answer. He knows everything about Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, and they helped me tremendously in order to get some knowledge, skill and expertise. So I'm quite good on the majority, but still on some of the advanced levels of the game I'm learning. And that's the beauty of Destiny. You can learn as you go along. Even if you forget about certain sections, once you come back, you feel like you come back home to your friends. And also, just to say that there are lots of different tiers and layers to the game, so but once you learn how to do your character, how to increase your power, how to get the levels up, then you have obviously the use of your materials and consumables, and also how to use the perks. Some perks will be very important for certain missions, and it's worth considering what knowledge one has on the use of the perks as well. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for the champions, but they're not appearing in here. said it earlier. Oh no! I need to get rid of him as soon as. Because where is he? Oh, come on, I'm so stuck in here. Just like I said, but today's the boss. I must be able to get to the boss. They pushed me. Protecting the boss because I can see I've got like 3 similar attacks. And they killed me before I managed to... Come on, quick, quick, because he'll disappear. Again, he's not buckling. I don't want him to disappear. Where are they? Where am I? What's happening? Why was I respawned so far? and I was late and they've gone. They're coming from everywhere, look at this. It became so busy out of nowhere. Network key I've got there. So I still have to wait for the champions, which is annoying. We have a friend request from Lily, and thank you, Lily, for that. We'll accept Lily as our new friend. Lily has been added to friends. thank you to Queen Ban Freddie Mercury following us on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Just waiting for the champions in there. So what's happening with our bounties? Don't know what's happening because I thought the other one was almost almost filled. Turns out there's hardly anything. Right, so taken after be taken care of. No taken to be seen. bit glitched. It's a bit glitched in this area. Has been completed. But I'm waiting for this taken. I'm on this taken because that champion got away twice, and in fact initially when I got here he was down to less than 1% and then he got away. But I was a bit late. I mean I didn't really arrive in time to confront, and there were 2 other guys in there battling them out. But they just left. Let's see. Our bounty is completed. Shining light. We got some strange coin. Okay. Doing the champions is quite enjoyable. It's just that they're not respawning too frequently, and that's really making it a long grind. Just like what Captain Jack said earlier on. But he was talking about those long grinds in Destiny 2, so it's a bit, you know, somewhat different to what we have here. Any chests in here? Not at the moment. There was a chest there early on. Look at this. All of them. Take a screenshot of that. Queen Ban Freddie Mercury. Someone's searching that he watched Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek. The Academy Award winner. Well deserved though. Well deserved. It was astonishing. That role. Look at that. It's a funny outfit. Looks like Taken. It's the first time I've seen anyone like that. All of those enemies are piled up, but the champions are not. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Discover select loot. Relic iron. In fact, as we are here without any enemies, we can just quickly have a look at the specs, because some of those did need relic iron. And this one still needs another one. Oh. Alright, all looking good. Super is charged, but we do not have any of those champions. Well, we had 2 waves of taken respawning, so that should be here in no time. Need to remember to pop in my heavy ammunition synthesis, that is. That consumable is going to do a world of good once I face that champion, provide me with some extra ammunition. The super didn't seem to do very much in there. Do I have that kind of consumable? Let me see. So I can change appearance. Taken forces are infesting the area. There we are. Where's that lieutenant? No champions again. That is frustrating. Come on. We want those champions to come up, but they're just not coming. Been here for probably an hour and a half or so, and these champions did spawn twice so far. There were 3 waves of respawning already, so maybe this was the 3rd one. Collecting lots of armor materials. Didn't get that much of that relic iron so far. For the benefit of our viewers, the reason I'm doing this here is I'm waiting for that champion to come up. I need to neutralize 6 champions, which was a new quest given to me by Zavala, and still waiting for it. You know, Destiny 1 doesn't have any more your daily maintenance, so therefore sometimes the waiting periods are very lengthy. I'm getting a bit tired of this. Waiting for the champions. Minotaur was destroyed. These Minotaurs are causing lots of problems. If not neutralized early enough. Fun to be particularly tricky on these. Several Minotaur bosses in there as well. Sikapoopoo's here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. You having a good day so far? Do you want to come in? What I'm doing is a quest where I have 6 champions in there that need to be let me see. Kill taken lieutenants, 4 out of 6. Hang on. I don't think I was able to do that. Have a look at this again. Progress. Oh, I did. Okay.
This could be bad.
I did kill lieutenants, but didn't kill the main boss. Okay, I'll bring you in. If you're logged in, I'll bring you in straight away, but I also want to go and get this event done. Just give us a minute. I'll bring you in a second. Just want to see where the event is. Because I thought I didn't really manage to neutralize any lieutenants, but evidently I did. Look at this, look at this.
Okay, guess we're on it. We've got to stop him.
Got him.
Well done.
Cool. So that's complete. And let me see. Yeah, Sikapoopoo wants to come in, and we'll bring in Sikapoopoo. So just a moment. There we are, sending you 95 team. Moment, I need to send you my party note as well, party chat. But I want to get in there quick because hopefully there'll be some lieutenants in there as well. sending you some of my party invites. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Yeah, hello. How's it going? Can you hear me? Oh, it says cannot create party. I need to try again because I need to have the party up and running. Bear with me, I'll bring you in a second. I think the big boss is going to be coming this time. No. Okay. Can't get him. This time it's going to be a different story. I got my sleeper on, I hit him 3 times, and he didn't really... well, he suffered some damage, but not a lot. This warlock has really funny jumps and I can't really evade as quickly as with my other characters. Yeah, I got him with my sleep at the end. Okay, that's good. Oh, I even have that mask. Look at that. Which is good. Look like something out of Halloween. Let me just grab... well, first of all I want to send you my party chat because I didn't want to connect you early on. That's a priority. Yeah, it creates the party now, so you should be able to accept it. Yeah, that's good. Finally it worked. There's some problems with... Hi. There's some problems with PlayStation Network today. I've had 2 outages earlier. So I had to really adjust. I don't know why. But it looks like this mission has been completed. Let me just quickly have a look at my inventory. And it's asking me to go back to the base to speak to Zavala. Yeah. Well, I've had twice already the same boss down to like 1 or 2% of health, and then they disappeared. But in this instance, there were 3 of us, which helped, and I used Sleeper on him extensively. I've put 9 rounds of Sleeper in him. I think 1 went astray, but 8 did hit him, and at the end, you know, the last 3 rounds did a lot of damage and he died. And I think he was being hit by yourself, the other guy, and then myself with a Sleeper right at the last minute, and then he was gone. Do you know what I mean? It was like 3 lots of shots firing. Well, he's incredibly powerful then, because 2 Sleepers on him, and I mean, I'm certain I put at least 2 magazines, so that'd be 6 rounds at least, which were like bang on hits. I know that maybe 1 or 2 went astray, but obviously you used Sleep on him and he was resisting really, really badly. So, you know, but he's gone. So let me see. I don't really know what mission he would belong to, because he wasn't... I initially thought it was him and the same bosses that I had to defeat en masse, but in effect that's not the case. It was other lieutenants that had to be eliminated. But not sure where he is in terms of the progress. I think I defeated him already before, therefore he's not showing up on the inventory. And now we have to go back to base to talk to Zavala, see what he will give us. So if you're ready. This is Taken War Mars, I think. Yeah, the Taken War Mars. Which one is that? Well, let's try to kind of crack on and let's try to complete it. We go to Zavala, but I guess the step you're stuck on is the one that is to follow. So after we talk to him, that might be the step, right? Step number... You said step number 6 or 5. Because they have the Taken War Mars, and then, you know, each one of them has their own Taken War. Petra also has some of those. Yeah. Well, you have Tenbrus Tunnels is number 1. Then you have Zavala. The number 2 is Skill Taken Lieutenants. We just completed that. Then it's Zavala, and then I don't know. We'll see what happens next. The next one. Mm-hmm. Venus. Okay, let's see. Let's go back and see what is to follow. I'm not doing the Crucible and that quest for the Dark Drinker because my upload speed is too poor, and it's not, you know, there's no point of doing it. And also, what I didn't like was that as soon as we were doing the Crucible, different type of players kept coming in and coming on the channel. We had one massive troll attack and then there was some other guys coming in with really kind of snidey comments which were directed at, you know, different players in there. And these are really kinds of people I do not want to have anywhere near my channel, because this is not a competitive gaming channel, do you know what I mean? And they bring in a different aura, very toxic, very negative, very offensive. And then the moderators have to be blocking every one of them. And you remember when there was this troll attack, there was the whole selection of them, and I figured out later, after we sort of looked at it, as to why it happened. It's basically a bot that's sending out links to people's kind of private chats, and at any time anyone clicks on that, then they'll bring in a whole lot of people, you know, doing silly things. I didn't click on the link. I wasn't even aware of the of the attempt through the whispers, but for whatever reason they were brought in, and there were about, I think about 20 of them, you know, just quickly coming in with, you know, the usual kind of nonsense. And I couldn't work out whether it was people or maybe it was a bot as well. It's hard to tell, you know, because it could be bot just chucking in messages. And really, I don't want to have anywhere, you know, I don't want to have those people or that sort of entity anywhere near the channel, because if it goes down the legal route, you know, they're chased, then you report them to Twitch, then there's the whole log window process, establishing identity. I mean, nothing to do with me, but it just, what it does, it actually brings in that toxic element to the channel, and we don't want to have any of this. I mean, obviously they can stay in their forums, and you know, because obviously none of them can come back. They're all blocked, banned, investigated, probably struck off Twitch if they are your real accounts, but they might not be. They might be just bot accounts, you know, doing silly things. So a bit disappointing. So it means that I probably will do that Crucible outside of my broadcasting hours in order just to get the score and then to see. But I think I'll probably will have to be going back to Crucible again at a later stage when I'm getting other weapons, because it seems to me that with that, you know, Dark Drinker quest, the Crucible is the next stage, and then you have more and more of it being brought into whatever is needed. So, did you play Gambit on Destiny 2 Forsaken? Yeah, Captain Jack was here early on today, and he said he's been grinding quite a bit on Gambit, and said really very long grinds. And I think he said that one or two of them he was grinding for about 3 months in order to get there was some sort of medallion or some sort of quest which had to be acquired. So really very long-winded. Are you enjoying the season, the recent season on Destiny 2? Yeah, he is very keen on it as well. He also thought that the seasons, the recent ones, just changed the game altogether, so it's become really as good as it should be. And definitely good to see that. They'll carry on with the development, and you know, the idea is to be making this kind of evolving world in a very long term. It's an experiment, but I think it's paying off, and even some people who were quite negative about it earlier warmed up after trying Season of the Forge. So all looking good really. But the viewership and the number of people doing Destiny 1 had significantly dropped during the last 6 weeks. I think a lot of people have gone to Apex and to the Division 2. So, you know, not many people are coming in here, like the new ones, or watching. Which is regrettable. There we are. Look at this. I want to take a screenshot of this. I'm quite happy with that mask. Looks like a pumpkin of some sort, doesn't it? First time I'm wearing that sort of thing in this game, so a bit of a novelty for me as well.
The Slayer of Oryx, then?
Yeah.
Take it, Guardian. Put it to good use, Guardian.
Yeah, they're good fun.
I
you
should
have
get
them.
back to my studies.
Yeah, I'm not even sure when I collected it and why I was given it, but you think? Because I was doing the Crucible on my Hunter, not on my Warlock.
Asperities? Asperities from Hesperus. Venus on Venus?
It's possible.
No.
I'm not sure where I got it though. Yes, I did, yeah. I did. So that's why I got it. That's possible. That's possible. Just quickly having a look at the inventory. Don't need that one. Temporis Flow 4. I keep getting lots of those. And this is 394. See another one. Automatic rifle loader. So that's been enhanced. And you know, the trouble is when you are running community forums on live broadcasts, it's so important that the community forum is sort of built through the community that is kind of attentive, helpful and all that, because the other guys just have got, first of all, they're antisocial. Secondly, they keep attacking other people for no reason. They're very jumpy, as if they played, you know, Call of Duty 3 days on a trot without any sleep, and just changes the atmosphere that you have on, you know, on the channel. Don't know why people keep coming to non-competitive channels, because there are so many that are focused on esports and you know, scores and all other kinds of things which you get if you are entering competitions. But Captain Jack told me the other day the reason that lots of these guys keep coming to non-competitive channels is because they actually are not that good, and therefore they're just showing off and, you know, causing mayhem to others. And you know, at the end of the day, people who are excellent or fantastic in the gameplay are unlikely to be boasting about it. You can just tell straight away. You walk in the game and you can see how good they are. You know, it's just like in real life. If you have certain skills, people who talk about them the most are probably the least effective. So that was really not good early on this week. I was not happy with that, I have to admit. It was for the first time on the channel we had some problems with trolls, and the guys were, you know, kind of bringing in fairly toxic content. So there we are, going back to Zavala. You see this outfit? This is my favorite outfit in the game. I love it. I think it's so beautifully designed. My cloak. All I'm wearing, basically. Okay, let's see. Assault undertaking continues across the surface of Mars. I need you back in the air, Guardian. We finally tracked the signal on that echo of Oryx. It has returned to where it all began. Phobos.
Our assault undertaking
Is that the one?
across the surface of Mars. I need you back in the air, Guardian.
Is that the one? Is that the one that you're stuck on? No? Just Fear's Embrace. On a different planet.
I'm stuck on the mission. It's like a whole different war.
Okay.
Like a mission.
Well, let's see where I can get to it, and then we can try to do it together. Let's see. Because
Careful. It's still
What's up, Warlock?
on Earth. Oh, I see. Well, that's the trouble. I really don't like waiting indefinitely, you know, and one of the reasons that I had difficulties with that Warsat on Mars is that there is a glitch, and there's a glitch on some of the events in there. On one hand, when you get the target that needs to be killed, the target is glitched and he keeps disappearing too fast. You can see him and then he just suddenly disappears and he's already gone. And that war set is not popping up at the right spot, but it's actually emerging in the areas where you don't expect it to be. And maybe there is a similar sort of problem with that respawning as you're doing that mission, because they're not doing any more maintenance, and if any glitches appear, then it'll take them a long while to sort them out. May not be, maybe just you know, the difficulty level where you've got to redestroy him in a very short while, a bit like with the champion that we just neutralized. And then if you don't, that's, well, in the yeah, because basically with the champion at the end, I was there for about, I'd say, good 2 hours, maybe a bit longer than that. And during that period, he popped up 3 times. Right at the beginning when I got there, and I nearly missed him because I was kind of coming into somebody else's attack. Then the second time when he was kind of drawn out, and then this was the 3rd time. So only 3 times, you know, in that period. So really respawning very seldom. And also, I'm not sure, would you know, if for instance you have to kill the captains or lieutenants quick enough in order for them to respawn faster, because that's the case in some of the missions, may not be with this one, but you know, that might be also the catch. All of them. So lieutenants you've done quickly and they still didn't respawn, you still had to wait for a long while. Yeah, that is so frustrating when you come to that very end, you know, you have like the boss down on his last legs. He has less than 1% left of his life and then he disappears. That is so frustrating, because you know you have to be waiting for him. But you know, they do this in purpose. And I just want to tell you, I looked it up yesterday on PS Now services. They're introducing now a few more games more frequently than before, and on PS Now they have the entire Metal Gear Solid. Everything is on it now, you know, from the beginning, and it's just so good. And also they made it downloadable, so maybe I'll be streaming Metal Gear Solid sometime as well on a certain day, because I've not played the last 2 installments and they're really terrific. Have you played them, Metal Gear Solid? It's really good, you know. The last one, which is called The Phantom Pain, or one of the last ones, I think, starts a bit like Fallout. He has been injured, has been in coma for 6 years, and he wakes up. And then he talks to a doctor and a nurse, and he has to kind of find out what's what. It's a very lengthy section, and then violence breaks out because an assassin comes in, wants to kill him. And it's so beautifully done, because you really are watching everything from his point of view, you know? Like he opens his eyes, he lost his eye, you can't see well, he lost his hand, he can't use his arm, and it is very disturbing, but so well done, and very lengthy, because at the end he survives and he has to get away from hospital. And you know, I really like the fact that we can access games instantly. That's really the latest, you know, you just click, and then if you want to download you can. And I've been complaining to PlayStation about lots of games not being downloadable, because I said for us that broadcast live, it's troubling. We have to then connect our PlayStation to PC, and then sometimes there could be, you know, interference with the picture quality, and there could be all sorts of problems. And if you make it downloadable, then we can be streaming it without any difficulties. And it seems to me that the recent games are all downloadable, which is pretty good. Are you subscribed to PS Now services or not? Definitely worth considering. The 2000 blockbusters, and then lots of other games which are sort of curiosities, but definitely worth it, because you get full access And they also have Platinum Editions, the Ultimate Editions. Anytime some game is remastered, like The Last of Us, for instance, they're giving you the best version. So really, really very good. And everything is saved on a server, so you don't have to worry about any problems with saves or anything. In fact, I disconnected some of the games, went back on 6 months later, all there, without any difficulties. Because it stays on your account, particularly if you're also a subscriber to the PlayStation Plus. So it's all saved, and I think the infinite saves basically on the games there. Really, really good stuff. Alright, so let's go and crack on. Let's see what is to follow. You're also having a bit of cold weather there in Finland, because it's gone so cold here with us. We had this week. Really? Tremendous. We had snow in the north of England during the last couple of days, and I think it was on Tuesday and Wednesday. It was so bitterly cold in my area that I thought we were going to be, you know, also getting snow down here, down south. Out of the blue, it was a nice sunny day, earlier in the day, about 15, 16 degrees, and suddenly the temperatures dropped to below zero. It was unbelievable. Funny old world out there. Let me see, I need to go to... Oops. So there we have Fear's Embrace. That's Quest. It's going to be on the hard difficulty level. But the funny thing with Destiny is the game is not infinite, right? You have the end sooner or later. But actually there are certain sections which are so difficult that they can be feeling as infinite. Like you said, being stuck on a section for a year.
The assault on Phobos,
so,
the opening salvo in this war. We believe now it was a trial. The first full-scale use of taking power in the system. The Warlocks see it as a place of power. The Echo must as well.
I personally think they should really consider doing it like everything online. So have the entire Destiny universe online, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 all bundled up together. Make a big difference. But I just read some reports yesterday coming out of Microsoft, and they said one of their executives has gone out to China, and they're discussing, you know, the possibility for all games to be multi-platform, basically cross-platform, and they said they really want to try as hard as possible to introduce that with their new consoles. So that will be the next step. And that will massively enhance the number of people coming in on Twitch and elsewhere, because all platforms could then, you know, do the same sort of game at the same time. And there may be problems with aiming with some of the competitive shooters, but then, you know, I think it will be just tied in with the latest developments. This is really a very good perk on Titan, when you can run and then hit the enemy so hard. That's the one, yeah. Really good. Well, these enemies are quite difficult as well, quite strong, science. You told me the other day how you are a real sort of gourmet fan, you like eating in restaurants, and you know, I went to a wonderful, really it's like an organic cafe. It's a King's Cross in London. And they have, just jump. They have Middle Eastern cuisine, beautifully cooked, like loads of different dishes and meals. and you can eat as much as you like for only £7.50. So anytime I'm at the British Library, I pop in, and I had 3 plates yesterday, you know, and also on the 3rd plate I was really struggling a bit. It was almost too much to eat. But they had vegetable lasagna, they had vegetable moussaka, they had lots of different salads, you know, really an astonishing array of beautifully cooked dishes. Everything organic, freshly cooked, you know, done during, you know, sections of the day. Wonderful. Okay. In London we have so many of these places, you know, because lots of people don't have time to cook and everyone eats out.
This war against the Taken began
Loads of
here.
different restaurants and cafes and
end it here.
catering facilities, from hot, you know, restaurants based at hotels to takeaways. Yeah, I got him with my super. He was very strong though. On him as well. Well, he was hit then by your sleep and my super at the same second, and he was definitely gone. Yeah. Mind you, it might have been the same on that champion, but the champion wasn't buckling. It's just he didn't want to die. And, massive. What is the outfit that you have on your Titan? It's kind of nice, shiny and glowy.
Guardian, this room is crawling with blight. And I'm detecting poison gas in the vents. Oh, and the Cabal flame jets are primed to fire. So, yes, you got this. You...
I see. As well. That's quite a combination. Looks very good though. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at him. Jumping around. It's funny, but any time I come back to Destiny, I feel like I'm coming back to my, you know, friends and family, that sort of thing. Well, it happens to me as well. Hang on, I'm coming. I need to get rid of this thing because it's respawning all those taken in there. Are you dead? Are you alive? Okay. I hate all that, you know, I hate gliding on Warlock. It never worked for me. Let me just check again. Just don't go forward. Just hold on a second. I just want to check because I've changed this several times. Glide, focus control, focused burst, and blink. I'll put it on focus control because this gliding in the air is causing me problems in here. I was with my full health, and because I couldn't really land quickly enough, then I got killed. The boss killed me in the air. blink. Okay, so where do I have... Oh, blink, I see. It teleports me to where? I got it. You target, basically. You target the area, and then you double click, and then you're there. I'll try that. I've not tried that before at all. Yeah, so let's say I'm running there. Did you see this? I mean, is this working though? When I'm running? I'm running. Is that it? Or not? Okay. Well, keep it, I'll try it. We'll see what happens. No worries. Yeah, I can see that the jump is a bit closer to ground, so you're not flying up in the air, you're not gliding. And we'll try it. We need to remember to change it back onto the other. I missed him, yeah. Where's he gone now? He's invisible now. Well, this is what we'll have to do then. This thing doesn't want to die. Finally. Oh yeah, I can see him. No ammunition. I don't have any more heavy ammunition synthesis. It is, yeah. No, I don't have any more ammunition for my sleeper. I've hit him twice. He did affect him quite a bit. It's a glitch, yeah. He should have died already. Oh, we're both killed at the same time. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Because basically we were killed because there were 2 waves of Taken respawning back and front. That's the reason. My grenade actually went right into him, and that's pretty good. It's gone. It did cause a bit of damage though.
Guardian down.
Don't have anything in there to hit them with. I was going to revive you, but I had to really destroy that Taken that was hiding behind that blight. He had some good weapon. I was going to do that, but my gun was infinitely loading because I was going back and forth, you know. Trying to get to you as quickly as I could to revive you. It's very important to revive you because if I get killed, then you can still carry on. Do you know what I mean? It's like reviving here is very important. Run away until I respawn. Did manage to attack him from behind. He was taking a lot of damage from me, you know, because I tried. As he was hitting from the front, I flanked him. No, he's just there. See him. Easy. See whether I have anything on that. Just behind us, isn't he? Where is he? Is he dead?
Your first mission to Phobos ended with a flight for freedom. Now, you leave that moon with a decisive victory over the Taken.
Hold on a second, I didn't hear what you said. One after, or one before? Or the one that you're grinding is after this one? Can't be. I'm trying to work out where it is, because I want to go in there to help you. The troll. Okay, we'll go there and we'll do it in there. Oh, hang on a minute. I know which one it is. I know which one it is. I know which one it is. It is in the rocket yard. It's in the rocket yard of Cosmodrome where you have... That's it. What yards? Are you sure? Are you sure it's not the rocket yard? Because the most difficult one is at the rocket yard, and what you get is you get taken respawning at 3 different sections, 3 different areas. So you have to kill all 3 of the lieutenants in there, in those 3 different areas, which are not that close. And at the end, you get that massive big champion who is extremely difficult to kill. And it's not possible to do it by oneself. Not possible. He is incredibly difficult to kill, and the trouble I had was getting to him because, you know, 2 of those areas are quite close together, the 3rd one is quite far away. So if you're going to the one which is far away, they keep respawning, obviously, in the other areas, and you don't have enough time to get back. If that's the one. If that's the one. Yeah, sure. Let me just go back to the tower to see what Zavala wants, because I need to upgrade the quest, we'll go to the other one. I know exactly where that champion is. If that is the one, that you need to destroy, because I asked Matthias to help me with it, and he came in and he helped. Otherwise, I couldn't do it. It does say everywhere you do need a team of 3 to successfully complete that, because A, you need to destroy the lieutenants, and then secondly, there needs to be kind of a proper team effort orchestrated when you want to neutralize the champion, because he's very, very strong. He's very powerful. He's as powerful, if not even more powerful, than the one we've done on Mars, 15 minutes ago. He's massive. And also, he doesn't want to respawn unless you neutralize all of those lieutenants. And one of them is always respawning further away. If you're doing it by yourself, it's impossible. They've done it on purpose. They want people to be doing it, as a crew, which is, fair enough. And altogether, I think Destiny is what you can call an industry breaker, because they didn't publish any guides, and people had to learn as they went along through the community. So they had to be asking others, and even if they don't like doing it, they had to kind of team up with other guys, and it made a big difference. This is what they're trying to do with Apex as well, They did it in a similar fashion. The only trouble is that there are lots of guides on the internet, and people learn as they obviously read, the bits of advice. But actually, Apex is best learned if you just squad up with a team, somebody who's been experienced, and they can tell you how things work, and then you kind of bring in other people, and I think it's a really good game as well. I like Apex. Okay. No problem.
Done. Goodbye.
One of the champions, yeah.
Guardian, do you want to see what we...
Don't forget, I played it already on 3 different characters. So each character had a run once or several times on, every section of the game, and that's been quite good.
Scouts have brought us,
but I still have a difficulty in remembering certain parts. I remember the other parts, but the other day we played as part of the SIVA Heroic Strikes a mission that I've only done twice, because it rarely pops up, and
a good weapon.
Always something good.
Wear it well.
So let me see whether I got anything. I don't think there's much use for those. Yeah. Which weapon is that going to be? A black spindle. It's a very good weapon, yeah.
I should get back to my studies.
Well, still be useful. I can use something very powerful in him as well.
Oh. Very interesting.
How can I help?
Oh, I got 2 people who want to speak to me. Eris wants to speak to me as well.
You slew Oryx, and taken by the score, and still the Hive work to snuff the light.
The Roy to King's Fall. Return to the Dreadnoughts and stop the creation of a powerful Taken Warbeast. Complete mission, summon a circle. A coven of acolytes gestates an ogre. As it matures, they have infused it with power of the Taken. This creature must not be born. Board the ship and end this threat. Okay, so we'll accept that.
The Dreadnought gestates a new horror. It must be undone.
It's the last one, isn't it?
Until next time.
We'll keep that on, because we want to do the mission that you need to complete. That's going to be our priority now. Had lots of good action. Actually, very busy community section earlier in the broadcast. at the beginning of my broadcast, there were several people here, so we talked about all sorts. And you know, the latter section was just purely firefights in action.
Do you think the traveler looks brighter tonight, Guardian? No.
So we are getting one reward. He's giving it to us. The dream of the city is 10 years ago. Yeah?
I might just got the summoner's circle as well.
Really?
Yeah.
So we can do it together. We can do. That's exactly the same thing, isn't it? maybe that's because we were completing those champions. That comes right at the end after they were defeated.
No,
you know.
We killed the life importance.
Oh, that's what it is. Is he? Where is he?
Yeah, right over here.
Just a moment.
Oh, I wanted.
The dream of the city is tenuous, Guardian. The Taken threaten it in a way few have before.
So a warlock walks up to a hunter in the tower.
My mind was miles away.
So where is he?
Warlock, can I tell you about this dream I had?
No, that's not him. No, I'll find him. Right. He is on the lower deck, is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah. Well, we'll just take a snapshot of him as well. Need to create a new album for all the snapshots I have of Destiny.
Guardian.
I have plenty of money, so what I do need is exotic shards.
I am merely a trash collector for the night. I do not want it.
I don't have sweet metal.
Good. And I do not want this. It's for your happiness.
Shall we go now?
I'm still doing some business with Zeh.
Not the night.
So let me see. The other ones I don't really need. I want strange coin. 3 of coins I can take.
Then I do not want it. Or you.
Yeah, 3 of coins are very useful, aren't they? They can be enabled before battling champions, and I'll put them on before we commence that. But they can be also used for the Crucible, and then when you're defeating Ultras. Yeah.
This is but one end.
How long does it last? Yeah, I think I might have. Let me just see. Because once it expires, I mean, prior to its expiry, it'll be showing here below the light level, below the. Excuse me, I lost my voice. Well, it happens. It happens where you click. You want to lose one thing and you click on another. It's an inventory. But I want to ask you, the sign for those 3 coins will be displayed under the level mark. It's like a small triangle, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yes.
Black.
It has the number 9 on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to double check because the other day when we were doing that champion, I put it on and I can see that it's gone now, so it's been used for that. Alright, so let me see. Let me see. Do we do Cosmodrome first, or do we do the mission that Ares has given us? Which one do you prefer? The mission will do, that Ares has given us, yeah? We'll have a look once we get there. Well, once we get into the orbit. No? Okay, I'll just wait, no problem.
Hey, Warlock. Maybe we have something special for you.
Oh yeah, which one did you get?
Woke howling on the field where he fell. Never gets better for some.
Oh, from him. Yeah. Yeah, that's useful.
See these guns.
I think whether I do need anything else. I do need special ammunition synthesis. Special ammunition is for arc weapons, isn't it? For my fusion rifle, special ammunition synthesis. Yeah.
That'll work. We done here?
What's pretty good with Xur is he offers you heavy ammunition synthesis in packs of 10. So when you buy off him, you stockpile rapidly compared to this, which is obviously sent as singular consumable packs. But well, that's very useful. That's definitely a very, very good idea to stockpile on those, because when you use...
See you around.
As well. Yeah.
Can't sleep, huh?
Or is that ultra special?
Thanks.
That will serve you very, very well. It's particularly good for those advanced missions when you're using those boss killer weapons. Alright, you ready?
Someone is wasting our time.
Yeah, we'll have a look. We are not going to go there before we check everything out. So that was left out on your Titan, this mission, because you're doing a Titan. Yeah, mine is on Warlock. I in fact thought I completed everything on Warlock, but turns out not to be the case. That's right. What is this? Tale told? Oh yeah. So that you can. Let me see whether I didn't pay attention to this. Maybe I also have. No, I don't have anything else. Well, the books are very big. Which one did you say? Be the Wall. The one you just completed. What is it called? Story.
It's I think the second
Second page, is it? Record book, Age of Triumph book, yeah?
Yeah, like the second.
Commemoration. Storied Past, that one. Storied Past. It's the last one. Yeah, I got it already. Oh no, hang on. It doesn't say complete. It says Storied Past 7. Doesn't say complete. So I still haven't completed it then. Well, no, not really. Complete all story milestones in the Age of Triumph record book to unlock this page's emblem. Milestones completed 7 out of 7. So that must be complete then, right? Yeah. So that's been completed. But then commemoration, I don't have anything. From the beginning, I have nothing. Wall breaker. Completed an activity between Destiny release and Dark Below release. But that's no. Yeah. Yeah, but for instance, if you played Destiny for the first time 4 years after its release, then you can't really complete this, can you? Because it says here, complete an activity between Destiny release and Dark Below release, and if you weren't there at the time, then you can't do it. Or can you? You can't, yeah, because it's basically the waiting period between the game release and the DLC release. And none of these, because you see all of these, 8 of them, are all to do with that waiting period. It says complete an activity between Rise of Iron and Age of Triumph, and so that is not going to be touched at all. Story. Doesn't register. Yeah, it's possible. The Road to King's Fall, so we are... I guess these are, you know, these are the bits and perks left for people who were there from the beginning. It's a bit like with Anthem. If you pre-ordered Anthem and if you were doing the VIP demo, what you'll get is the banner, the founder's banner. So nobody can have the banner unless they were there right from the beginning. I guess people can sell it as well. I mean, there might be a way of doing it, but you know. It's one of those things which draw players to pre-order to come in as early as possible. And considering we have, 3 games a month, which are blockbusters, that's about £150 a month. So it is a lot of money. You know, it's altogether about £2,000 a year just invested in new games if you pre-order. And that's for the base game. That's not for Platinum and Special Editions. But I think the industry is definitely progressing down that route. Because I remember even a few years ago, they would always have the DLC released and there'd be a lot of, you know, fanfare about the DLCs coming out. Today, it's all about seasons and pre-ordering. And you can see, like with the Division 2 and with Anthem, they had so much focus on that pre-order that, you know, anyone who's a great fan would have been doing it. And it's funny because I was seeing Anthem demo, and there were several Destiny veterans watching, and 2 of them I know for certain didn't really know much about Anthem, you know, prior to entering and watching the broadcast, and then they played a bit, you know, together with me, and they loved it, and they said, you know, like we are definitely going to be pre-ordering immediately. So you could see it is a way of bringing people in early, and it does have its attractions because you will remember the way the game was, and then the way the game gets sort of shaped up as the months go by, and you know, it does have its own benefits. But coming back to this, Summon a Circle, it's a story mission. The light level is 270 and it's delivered as hard. Yeah, you can indeed. Are you sort of happy for me to proceed? You got inventory sorted and everything, right? Let me just see. I don't have my 3 coins. Shall I put my 3 coins on? This one. And then what I'll do is I'll use... Need to be in the combat zone to switch it on, though. I use some of the special synthesis, special ammunition synthesis consumables. Combat zone. Yeah. Once we land. Now I'm just looking at all the other ornaments. Is there anything else that I can also enable in here, do you think? I can't think of anything else. Yep. Right. Well, your Titan is 379. 370. Oh, you get some really...
The machinations of the hive never cease.
Oh, yeah.
By your
so that's massively
Oryx
reduced.
has been thrown from our world.
The power level.
But his will still drives the horde, clawing at the light. In the depths
There should be some good loot at the end, because this is the final mission
gestate an abomination
of the Taken King.
A war spawn of the hive, pulsing and growing in a pool of Taken power. We cannot suffer this beast to live.
The priests of Oryx work their spell deep in the heart of the ship. Their goal is simple. Summon the beast before their work is complete.
Oh yeah?
Begin with the crackling green core of their magic.
That's on the crucible, is it?
Find champions of the hive and harvest their souls.
Oh no, he just jumped now when I threw that grenade. That's so annoying. While I was throwing a grenade at one of the Centurions, the big ones, and then at the point where my grenade was launched, he jumped. He went elsewhere. Yeah, I'm joining you. Didn't have to deal with these guys in there. You going further down there? Didn't see you at the moment. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I can see you now. Yeah, I can see you now. Oh. Taken respawning in there as well. They're all respawning up here. A whole lot of them. Where did you go? Yeah, hold on, I'm coming to your rescue. Oh no! Yeah, I was a bit late. Because you obviously knew where to go, and it's no problem. We'll do it together. And I was coming to your rescue. You just cut me off literally before I got there. It was very close. Pink is here. Hello Pinky, how are you doing? Thank you for coming, thank you for watching my broadcast today. Hope you're enjoying the firefights. That worked well with that super. But that was it? Say again. Yeah. Oh, it's just the way to use the combination of weapons, isn't it? You combine different weapons and
the soul you have harvested, at the right time. It screams for freedom. Find a tomb husk and give it purchase.
Pandazing is here. Hello Pandazing, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming and for watching. As you could see, myself and Sukapupu are doing the final mission of the Taken King, and after that mission my broadcast will end.
Do not allow its worm to complete the cycle. End it now.
Did you get him? Because I've... Oh no, he's still there.
Guardian down.
That Olga was right dodgy. I need to pop in my heavy. I don't need that. Well, just in case, you know. Yeah. Where's our going now? It's gone immediately. That fusion rifle I have is quite good. Fusion rifles are not that good, if not really the top-notch power level, you know. But once they are sort of 390 plus, then they're really, really powerful. Oh, there's another again there. That was good. Oiga's gone. Yep, the boss will be there. Now look at this. I'm trying to get rid of those that were going to flank you. And I did manage to. Oh, that's the boss, yeah?
Send it back to the void.
I killed him. It's because he's dead.
The Hellmouth. The Chamber of Night. The Taken. Always have the gods of the Hive worked against the light. Today, you held them in check. Today, the darkness gained.
I have that perk enabled for the ricochet bits to get back into the enemy. Do you know what I mean? Because if it does kind of bounce off him, hits the wall like in here, and then it hits him, you know, back in the face. And it was actually 3 hits on Sleeper. He was gone. So that was quite fast. And yeah. Same here. But we're gonna do the mission that you need to do, which is in the Cosmodrome, because I have about 30 minutes left on the broadcast. No? Don't want to do it. You don't need to do it. Yeah, that's a raid. Yeah. That's a raid, so we can't do that. No, we need 6 people for that. Yeah. No. We can. We can't. We need 4 men for that, yeah. Six. Well, I just think it's the best doing it with 6 because it's a raid, and you know, you get the squad of 6, and then you can position yourself and do everything. All right, so let me see. And just trying to work out. I don't really need to go. I think back to tower. And do you want to do that thing in the Cosmodrome or not? You don't? You completed that now because we've done this mission, so it's all done and dust. I get it, yeah. Because you wanted to get to this point, and you were doing it in order to get to this point, and yeah, I got it. All right, so let me think. What else is there for us to do? I don't really have any missions, you know. Let's see. If I go back to... Yeah, we can do at least one of those. But just want to see... Yeah. I think I do. Silver dust, white chroma, blue chroma, red chroma. Undiscovered country I have, green chroma. Yeah, it says... Yeah, I'll put it on. It's just disconnected me because we were traveling. I'll put it back on. You'll be able to see. Yeah, three exotics I have. So what do I do with them? Equip this weapon on to change. Minor multi-tool appearance, dismantle for civil. Okay. So on my sleeper simulant, which one would that be? The first one? The one which is above infusion? Yeah, but not exotics, I don't think. I don't think I've... No, I don't have no exotic weapons. I know that because I don't have many exotics altogether. I have armor, but also no exotics in there. Yeah. Automatic rifle. Hawk Moon. Okay. It's alright. Young Wolves Howl. There is the Wolves Remember. Just bear with me a second. Yeah, so basically Born in Fire, I was just trying it out and looking at it. It will look like this. Yeah. The Wolves Remember as well. So I can't equip it because what is it? I'm missing something for it, right? Ornament is missing, yeah. just bear with me. I had the moderator just telling me that there's somebody coming in with some unacceptable comments, so they blocked them straight away. I want to see what it is. Just... Yeah, so that's been resolved. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying... Now, just looking at the weapons, and I have there Iron Gallahorn, I have Nemesis Star. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the top level. Yeah, that I could get at the moment. 390. No. No. It was just raised. The light level was raised from some other weapon to 390, so I didn't do anything. Yeah. And then Nova Mortis 370. I have Acura's Ballistics. So which one would actually take one of those ornaments? It doesn't look like I have a weapon for those ornaments, right? Dragon's Breath. Oh no, Dragon's Breath I have, actually. Yeah. Can you have a look in here? Can you see this? Dragon's Breath. Yeah. Dragon's Breath. Yeah. Tiger Shark has been equipped. Oh, you... I would disagree, because I quite like it. I quite like the ornament on the skin that this weapon will get. So I quite like it. So that's the system. Okay. I think because my broadcast will have to end shortly, the best thing to do is to just go and do the mission, because I'll have to discontinue. And obviously you need a mission for today, so we'll go to the playlist. Yeah, unfortunately I'll have to end in about 20 minutes. So we'll go to Orbit and we'll do that mission quickly. Alright, so we'll go to see. So weekly story playlist, this one. Treasure of Ages Legendary Marks. It's on hard difficulty level. Okay, so we'll do that one. And we have 3 mods. We have Heroic, we have Light Switch, and we have Specialist. So, Specialist, special weapons damage is favored. Minions of the Darkness deal much more melee damage. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Okay. Yeah, melee, they'll come close, then they can destroy us very easily. Let's just crack on, because I'll have to end the broadcast shortly. Want to make sure that we complete one mission so you can get some of the goodies, which obviously you need. So, for the benefit of our viewers, we are doing one weekly story playlist mission. And then this broadcast will end.
There's got to be a way to find out what the Hive are planning. That ghost we recovered found a library in their fortress called the World's Grave. It's said to hold everything they know of Earth. If you can get us down there, I'll steal all I can.
So let's see what mission there is. Some nice firefights to really polish everything off for today.
The World's Grave is deep in their fortress, but according to the ghost we found, there's an ancient knight who protects it. I can lead us to him, but you'll have to face him to find the grave.
It's the other way, isn't it?
Really tore into the moon. Filled it with all sorts of chambers and catacombs.
Yeah, just hold on, don't race. I'll come to your rescue, but
It's a whole necropolis down here. Guardian down.
You have? Okay. Now stick close to them. No, that was a shot in the dark. There's a wizard in there. Yeah, one of them killed me. It's alright. What is it? Is it like a wizard or something in there? Because I couldn't really work out one of the knives. Shrieker's up there. Yeah.
The night is near, and it's powerful. But this knight holds the key to finding the grave. We'll have to kill him. This is the key to the grave. I know where we're headed.
There was one in there. And look at them. I think I've gone the wrong way then. Loads of knights chasing me in here, but I destroy them all.
This should lead us right to the grave. The world's grave, not ours. When I break in, they're going to come after us. Make sure you're ready. There is so much. They've broken the Bekenstein limit. Guardian down.
Alright, completed.
I've got it all.
Good.
There's unbelievable stuff in here. The Hive have seen thousands of worlds taken by the darkness, and they've been seeding Earth for centuries, waiting for their gods to return. I'll warn the city. Let's get out of here.
Chest. Is that the chest in here? Huh? It's not opening. Didn't even give me the option to open it. Oh, it wasn't. Okay. Where was the chest then? Oh, there was no chest in there. Okay. Did you get the one you wanted? Or you didn't get it? We'll do another one really quickly, but I'll have to end the broadcast very shortly. No, we can. No, we can. You know, we can do another one just for fun. Okay. So for the benefit of our viewers, Sakagupa and myself are doing some weekly story play missions. Some playlists, and that is in order to get some loot. And that is going to be the very last bit of the broadcast for today on Destiny 1. We already had 6 hours of entertainment, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you really had a lot of fun and enjoyed what you've seen. Also our community discussions earlier, which were really very interesting, with many news industry related. Yeah, cool. There we are. Can do this one.
Alright, if you want to get your
sparrow, you
can be in the Forgotten Shore in seconds.
No. No, I don't think that this one is particularly long. I've done it the other day. Well, it's easier and it's quicker when you are in a fire team. And particularly if you have really good weapons, which is obviously what we have. Oh yeah. Really?
We're approaching the shore. The Fallen are using some sort of signal amplifiers. Let's see what they're transmitting.
Well, it's all down to practice. Once you know what to do, and you know.
Give me a second.
And obviously, somebody who would have spent a few thousand hours
not fallen.
on Destiny will know tips and tricks and all the details. And also, in addition to that, something I did not realize when I sort of started out with Destiny was the power of certain weapons. Because, you know, once they are massively enhanced, and once you get the best weapons in the game, then, you know, it's a different kind of gameplay altogether. No, just a variety of different weapons, you know. Not one in particular. Just the string of top-notch exotics, boss killers, and all of those, and then, you know.
They're both linked to something in Skywatch. Let's check it out.
It makes a big difference. Oh yeah. Okay. Do we need to go downstairs or not? Okay. Yeah, he is. Yeah, go on. God, he was resisting.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the back of the room. Fallen are trying to access these machines, but something is fighting back? This will take some time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it takes a lot longer. It's always like that. When I started out on my Warlock, you know, it did take me a lot longer to what I can do today with all the characters and I still don't remember every single bit, but I remember in general what happens where, you know, certainly the missions are replayed many times. But what's interesting is I don't ever find it mundane, pedestrian or boring, you know, because on each character you are having a different kind of gameplay experience. I think that's really good. So it's similar to Elder Scrolls to that degree, although it's a very different game, but where's he gone now? Some shanks. Yeah. Some are quite hard to kill though. Oh, that's servitor. Okay. Yeah, I got my fusion rifle on, so that should be okay. Where did he go now?
Okay, I've pulled out everything they managed to steal. We should destroy this thing.
Yeah, that's a very good weapon, the one you've got.
They didn't get much. Kept hitting an active firewall. Old Earth. Russian.
Yeah, we've got it all.
Legends are true. A war mine did survive the collapse. Rasputin. An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the darkness and survived. And he's protecting something here in the Cosmodrome. We have to find a way to reach him.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We completed it. And that's going to be the last mission for me for today. Thanks very much to Sekapupu for joining us. Always a pleasure. And we will continue on another day. If you want to come in tomorrow, I'll be doing my broadcast as usual, sort of 10 to 4. And just you know, send us a message, and then we can focus on anything else that needs to be done, either for your characters or for my characters. And we're coming really to the very end game, so that's all looking very, very good. So thank you so much for coming. Thanks everyone for watching the broadcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And the Destiny world indeed will continue tomorrow, as usual, 10 to 4 BST, and we are going to be streaming more Destiny 1 adventures. So thanks very much to Sekapupu, thanks very much to everyone, and I wish you all a very, very good afternoon. Yes, indeed, yeah, just send us a message, we'll catch up tomorrow. Thanks very much for joining.